Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So where does the time actually go? Have you noticed how fast the time seems to fly? We seem to be not able to achieve the same things in one day now that we seem to be used to achieve a few years back. It's like somebody just turned the dial on the time. It no longer seems to be slightly relevant to our phase of life, if that makes sense. So something has actually changed. And this is one of the number one questions or comments I've been getting from you on those kind of videos. The videos where we're talking about things changing and trying to find the way of understanding what's actually going on, what's actually happening that make us feel the way we currently do. Because a lot of us do think that something's happening to us that changing us as people, as our behaviors, our choices, many other things. So as I said, the time seem to be one of the number one. And to be fair, I'm not really surprised because we all seem to be forever short of time. And we do know that the time is precious. So in this video, guys, we're going to briefly talk about certain things, what are currently happening, what you're experiencing, and trying to find, not say an answer really, but trying to basically discuss what we think potentially could be influencing the time or the switch of time or whatever you want to call it. But I give you a perfect example, okay? We're talking about, everybody always says, oh my God, we're short on time and time is flying by. And they seem to definitely do so more so now than I ever did before. The first thing I'm going to come back to is the but the school holiday before the summer holiday. And I'm like, okay, we have 6 weeks ahead of us and school, holiday started. First week seemed to be gone a bit slowly. And then the rest of the 5 weeks, and somebody just put that, fast forwarded 5 weeks. And I mean, it's gone super, super quick. We had busy days, busy weeks. We had the quiet days, quiet weeks. And yet still, it was not coherent. The time was not coherent to how things were happening. See, another thing, right? I thought literally the other day I was on the top of time and I felt somewhat a liberation. Please hear me. I was amazed and I was super, super happy. Right. In the morning, I was doing things. We were busy. I was doing dishwasher. We're doing things at the house. We're tidying up. I've done a lot of things. I was happy and I looked at the time and it was like 8:45. I'm like, oh my God, we've done so much and it's only 8:45. And I said to my husband, wow, today was a good day. We achieved so much and look, it's not even 9 o'clock. And P.S. we did wake up rather early that day. And he looked at me, he's like, do you know what the time is? I was like, yeah, it's 8:45. He's like, no. It is almost 12 o'clock, right? And that was the really proper downer. I was so happy that I got on top of time. And I thought I could get on the top of time and achieve things that I needed to achieve. But no, our clock has stopped. And that literally then ruined my day because I thought I was on the top of that. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know whether it happened to anybody, but that feeling of I felt like I lost time, although I still achieved a lot. But anyway, that was one of the, not say funny things, but that's what prompted me to kind of create the video sooner rather than later, so I didn't forget the incident. But anyway, right, talking about time, there are theories, right? And all of this so far are the theories. Nothing of that it has been proven. So people genuinely say, well, do you know what? This is the perception time in terms of your age and relevance to the time. So they're saying basically if you are, say, 10 years old, then 1 year of your life is 10% of your life. And of course, it's going to feel longer. And of course, as you get older, then 1 year is much bigger percentage and it doesn't really, much smaller percentage, sorry. And really then makes the time feel slower. Again, this is just literally not a proven scientific fact. This is just what people are talking about. Of course, there's another thing is the time blur perception. So, of course, that's understandable, okay? So if you live, say, 40 years of your life, your brain possibly couldn't comprehend and remember every single day of your life. So basically, your brain or memory compresses your memory and your thoughts about the previous life that you lived in a smaller chunks. So basically, when you do look back into, say, your 40 years of life, 30 years of life, of course, it's going to feel like the times flew by because you can't remember every single day. See, this is understandable. This is exactly what it is. That's absolutely fine. But we are talking about everyday life and everyday time, not things that happen in the past. And people say, yes, when you're younger, time goes slower, time goes faster when you get older, that kind of thing. This is not a proven scientific fact. This is just what people are saying. But we're talking about, and what you are talking about, it's what seems to be happening to us on a daily basis. So now, for some reason, we're not able to, I'm saying for myself and for obviously you who guys commenting, we not seem to be able to achieve the same tasks in a day that we used to achieve, say, a few years back. It's like somebody just like sped up the clock. See, whether you're busy or whether you're quiet, you know how your day goes. And you generally, like if you're myself, you're forever looking at the time. So you know you can try to fit in as much things as possible in that day. Before, I remember, say, I go out in the garden in the morning, I see to my chickens, I change the chicken coop, I do some gardening, I come back, I do some video editing, and I'm going to pick up my little one from school, I go to the shop, do all those sort of things, right? And I still feel like I achieved a lot and I still have time to do other things. But now, it literally feels you do one thing, and it's like somebody just like fast forwarded and like the day is over. See, I'm really good in terms of I work a lot under pressure. I work better under pressure. So I know how to manage my time really, really well. But even now, with all the forward planning and the things that I plan to do or I want to do, it just doesn't seem the same. I just cannot fit in all the stuff that I want to fit in that. And the feeling of cohesion of time, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's in sync. Like our bodies or our minds are not in sync with the time. And I did mention this before, guys, on one of the other previous videos. Things just don't seem to add up, right? Whether it's to do with electromagnetic pulses or things that aura, I don't know. But things, how we behave, what we're doing, and the time, for me, it doesn't seem to really add up that well. And it doesn't make you wonder why suddenly everybody notices the change in the time, okay? And again, forget the past thing, we're talking about now, everyday lives. Well, believe this or not, right? Apparently, a scientist proven that our Earth now spins like 0.01 second quicker than it did the previous year, and apparently it's meant to be spin even more quicker for a year to come, if that makes sense. They're even talking about the possibility of taking out like a second out of the rotation on clocks, if that makes sense. So technically, they're talking about taking away our time. It does sound a little bit horrific if you think about it. But then let's think about it on the basis of the Earth is spinning. For whatever reasons, it's speeding up. There are loads of things happening out there, right, in a space that, we don't really know, but somebody must know. They must know the reason why the Earth is spinning faster. But none of them they're not really talking about what sort of effect could that be having on us as people? See, we've been on the Earth for many, many thousands of years, millions of years, and our bodies, we evolved into that specific, rotation of the planet and everything around us. But now, if you're thinking about it, things are changing. So is that potentially the planet spinning that millisecond faster makes our time go that much faster? Because none of us really understand the relevance of our lives, our bodies, how it all fits in the planet, if that makes sense. So that millisecond that is currently we're losing because we're spinning that much faster, could that possibly have such a huge effect on our time that we suddenly can't really comprehend time properly? See, it's a lot of it, guys, a lot of you. And I'm pretty sure, I think 90% of people that I ever speak to of different ages, we're talking about the younger people or older people, all say the same thing, that the time is just no longer seems to be the same. So it's really interesting, but we've got to say, guys, you're not alone because you're commenting, everybody comments. We're all in the same boat of not finding the enough time to achieve certain things. And I know some of you might say, well, life's so busy now and things, when you're busy, time flies. But you know what? Sometimes could be really busy and you look at the clock and you're almost clock watching and at times not really flying. But most of the time, it's either one or the other. It just flies by. You commit to one task, doing something, and then boom, like, okay, that's a school time, it's a school run. It just seems to be happening pretty much on a daily basis. And it is a little bit horrendous. It's actually worrying because we take, I think, as people, we take time for granted because none of us really know how much time we have generally on this planet. And we just do stuff without probably appreciating the things that we should do, or appreciating more things. Because generally, I think if you feel you want to be in the moment and present and actually take away all the digital nonsense, everything else, and just be in the moment doing something, then it seems to be doing just that a little bit better. But of course, when we're talking about as a general thing, it's just becoming rather unbearable, but it becomes really, really hard now to be able to accomplish things that we want to accomplish. So anyway, guys, that's that. I really would like to know, guys, what your thoughts are. Why do you think, what potentially could be causing our lack of time or the incoherence of time to our livelihoods, and like somebody just turning the switch on the time? Do you think that could be the planet spinning? Do you think this is what's affecting all of us? That's why we all feel the same? Or do you think that could be something else potentially that's causing that? Anything else that, you might think? Obviously, comment down below. Otherwise, guys, well, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.